There we go.
Okay, wait, hold on.
How's that?
How's this? Okay. Hello. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
I've got a quick joke for you.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I just came across my wife's Tinder profile, and I'm so angry about her lies. She is so not fun to be around.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. That's
It's
it.
never good when someone says, "Is that it?"
Did you say says? When someone says this, you said. It's not says when someone says.
No, there's no says anywhere.
You said says.
No.
Okay.
I just came across my wife's Tinder profile and I'm so angry about her lies.
No,
She
no.
is so not fun to be around.
And then you said, isn't it weird when people says this?
It's all recorded, so I'm going to go back and listen to that. I don't believe I ever
Okay.
said says. It's never good when someone says, "Is that it?" Says.
All right. Good. Hello, everyone.
Good.
I was like, I don't know when they're listening. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Nice to have us in your ears.
I'm just waiting for their response in the ether. Do you hear them?
Oh, yes, while we're waiting to hear them, I was just, I'm excited about our podcast. I'm actually really enjoying and really loving what we're doing. I actually had someone message me. Don't think they messaged you. I think they just messaged me.
Yeah.
And they
a bit like my phone, no one messages me.
Okay, so they thanked us for creating it, and they actually said, thanks to Dan and yourself for sharing your experiences, hearing other people discuss things that resonate after so long feeling like a quiet, confused, frustrated alien has gone a long way. Oh no, I don't understand. It's gone a long way in helping me break down so much
hang on.
internalized ableism.
Now let's go back to the start. Work out what the English is for this. So long to feel like a quite confused, frustrated alien.
It
has
gone a long way in helping
alien, full stop. It has gone.
Oh, they feel like an alien. It's gone a long way in helping them break down so much internalized ableism and start to relax into who I am. It's important work. And then they said, it saves lives. And then I thought, it does.
Okay.
I'm not saying we're not saving everyone's life right now.
Well,
but
I'm kind of regretting having a go at the grammar now after that.
Oh, well, yeah.
I feel like a bit of a shithead now, but
don't swear.
it's lovely.
It is, but it's true. We're not saving all the lives every day, but you're making things a little bit easier.
No, I have, in all honesty, I've heard the same sorts of things, which is really nice.
About me?
Well, just in general, generalised.
Okay, all right.
I don't seek. I mean, I feel like I need to get some sort of survey monkey thing going on to constantly give you some validation.
I love SurveyMonkey. That's one of my favourite things. Creating them. We normally just have a bit of a talk about what we've been up to. Tell me what you've been up to since last time. In an autistic way.
I have no idea what I've been up to the last week. No idea. I can't remember.
Let me think what you've been up to.
I built something. Yeah. And I don't know what the name of it is, but it's I have more wood to chop.
Oh.
I've stopped listening to music now. All I do is chop wood. And I had built it's like 3 crosses, so the wood in a crossing shape, and you basically then put the bits of wood you want to cut on top of that and cut it into the smaller pieces.
Oh, you created the crosses to cut the...
I built it. I built this lovely... maybe I should take a photo and
put
share it.
Yeah, put it on the Facebook page, well, Instagram page, which then goes over to the Facebook page.
Yes, I'm beginning to learn about this. Yes.
Yes, okay, that sounds good because I can't visualise. I don't understand. Is there anything else that you've done?
Well, upon doing that, my...
Cross?
What's it called?
Axe?
Chainsaw.
Yeah.
My chainsaw just wasn't working, so I had to go and get that fixed. And
I just was imagining you with an axe, not with a chainsaw.
well, no, I axe, but I also need to cut those longer pieces shorter so then I can get into my axing mode.
Yeah, okay.
You can't cut a 5-foot piece of elongated wood without
Okay.
assistance. That was my week.
Right. Okay. Well, that's nice, Dan. I have a few things that I'd like to say. So I actually did this interview. It's for this to do this through the government, this course that you can do, and I wanted to do it. So it was this interview. I feel like I'm going for interviews all the time, but I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I am. I just really enjoy it. And so this interview was actually run by a bot. So it's asked me 5 questions, and I had to answer in about 150 words or less. And it was just really interesting because it was pretend, but it was talking back to me. And then at the end, you may have an opportunity of at the end of me doing it to work for this big company in their offices for 3 months, which I actually don't want to do. I just want to do the course bit. I don't want to work in an office for 3 months, but I do hate to miss out on opportunity. So on the other hand, the opportunity can arise by declining an opportunity. So if I decline it, then other opportunities will come up. So I'm a little bit confused. So I'd only want a position on my terms. I'd want it to be part-time. I'd like to work from home. I don't know whether these people will want me for that. But what I really also liked is then afterwards they sent me this summary of the sort of person I am.
Oh, okay, right.
Just from those 5, pretend that it's
God.
that bot. But it was actually very accurate.
Well, yeah, right, okay.
Do you want to just
No.
Can I,
No. They did no.
What?
Look up Darren Brown and what's when I'm a Cancerian or whatever, when they have those, what do they call those?
What?
Horoscope. The horoscope.
Yes.
Look
no.
up Darren Brown and horoscope. And it's not that hard to do. Everyone can read the same bit of information and go, that's totally me.
No, because it obviously picked up key things from and I'll tell you what it says about me. Okay, insight 1. Change is something that excites you rather than threatens you. Yes. You are likely very curious about original ideas and views.
No, this is exactly what he did. It's exactly what he did. You promise to watch this. I'll send you the link. Promise.
Okay.
Promise you watch that video, and next episode, come back and tell me if you still agree with the BS that you've just read.
But it says that I make decisions quickly. And I was like, yes, I do make decisions quickly. How did you know? It says I'm positive, confident, and enthusiastic. Yes, I'm all those things.
It was probably looking at the time that you answered things.
Oh, and how long it takes me to answer.
Yes.
Yeah, still, that's true though. It's true. It's not a lie. It's really good. It says you're reasonably aware of your feelings and the feelings of others.
Reasonably aware. Okay.
Yes, and I'm clear you are clear in your drivers, which means you will usually optimize what's best for you.
So when you're playing golf.
Oh, yes, in golf. Yes, exactly. That's what it says. You may aspire for social status or material gain more than others. Do you think that of me?
No, not really. Social status? Do you think that this podcast is to get to social status?
What is my motivation? Well, do you think it'd be cool to be walking down the street and people run over and scream when they see you?
No.
No. Well,
the ego part, of course, yes.
I don't know why. I have to think about that. Then it gives me reflection on what I need to think more about. And it says that, when there's people contributing in a room, I could do more in respect to inviting others into the conversation.
It's everybody, other than a-holes who can't shut up.
Okay. All right. You just ruin everything. You always do this, Dan, with everything. Everything. Anyway, so that's that.
I got a follow-up question. Well, this is the sort of question I would ask if I was a bot. So my question to you is, if you were invited to go to Mars, to be part of that Mars project and community, would you go?
No, I can't even get on a plane. I'm not going to Mars. No way. my biggest fear is that my children want to do something like that.
Oh.
It's not my biggest fear, but I don't want them to do any of those things.
If you didn't have kids, if you were married, would you go to Mars?
No, I don't like heights.
That doesn't make any sense. You're living on a planet that's hot. I mean, what's heights when you're talking about planets?
I don't know. Well, other people would have to go first. I'm just that sort of. Would you go to Mars?
They've just rejected. If I wasn't married and didn't have kids, absolutely.
What meaning? Because you might burn and die.
No, I'd love the challenge of being able to go to a whole new place.
No, but I mean,
build.
the reason because you've got children and a wife, you're not doing it is because you might die.
Yeah, because they've ruined my life and I can't go to Mars.
Okay. All right. I was going to talk to you about how I went on a plane a couple of weeks ago, but I really don't feel like it.
No, because we just talked about Mars, so who gives a shit about...
It's a lot further than being on a plane,
going on a plane.
But I will just say it really did help to wear noise-cancelling headphones and actually turn them on the way over. I didn't turn them on, and I didn't know that you had to turn them on. And then luckily I was staying with an IT guy, and he told me to turn them on.
Yes.
And he told me it makes a difference. And
it does.
It did make a difference.
Did it make a difference to the air pressure, the whole ears popping and that sort of thing?
Oh, my ears didn't pop at all, but they normally really do pain. So no, they didn't at all. But it just the noise of the engine, like I couldn't hear any of those things. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed that, and I quite liked being a bit further back. I was about to say 4 rows behind the wing. Normally I'm on the wing, and so then I hear the big clunk when the wheels come out and go in, and I'm always like, oh my gosh, is the plane falling apart?
Yep.
But now that I was like 4 seats behind, it didn't have that. You do wobble a little bit more because you're towards the tail end.
Right.
However, it was great because I had the engine right in front of me on the left. I could see the engine and see that it was working.
Yes.
Not that I could do anything if it wasn't, but
you could scream.
anyway, so that's that for me.
Do you know how I know I'm autistic?
You weren't listening to anything I said?
No, I was listening. No, I was literally visualising being in the same seat. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And-
Wait, which side of the plane were you on?
Left.
Yeah, same.
And so, the same situation with me on the buses at the moment because we've got bus replacements going into the city.
Yes.
I have to get there as quick as I can. So Jen drops me off in the morning. I have to walk as fast as I possibly can. So I could be 3 people ahead by the time I get down because I like that. I like to be, as perfect with my timing as possible. But then we have to get on the bus. The bus, I have to figure out how to closest get to an exit because I want to be the first person who leaves.
I do those things too, Dan. Like, so when you're on the actual train, when the trains are normally going, I like to sit where is the perfect place for me to get off so that I can walk straight out and go straight out to my exit. Mm-hmm. And so husband Paul always used to say, what are you doing? You overthink this. You do. I'm like, no, because it saves me time if I get to go straight out and go straight up the escalator. Mm-hmm. I'm beating all those other people.
Yes.
Not that it's a competition, but I just want to be the most efficient I can.
Exactly. Efficiency is what it's all about.
Do you get anxiety like when after you get dropped off? So I always I would walk to the train station from where I lived, and then as I'm getting closer and closer, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what if a train comes?
Oh, every bloody time. It drives me insane.
Even though the trains come every 4 minutes or something, I'm still thinking,
it kills me.
Quick, before the train comes. And then if I would have to top up my Mikey or something, there's a lot of anxiety.
Oh my God. Yeah. I have to prevent myself from panicking and running.
Yes. I used to sometimes run, and then I did myself. I mean, when I was pregnant, I did my strained my leg. Okay, you can take that bit out if you like.
Okay, right.
Pelvic floor instability, in a leg.
No.
Near the top.
I've just watched Embarrassing Bodies today.
Thanks.
And I saw the whole pelvic floor thing. It was. Have you ever watched that show?
Yeah, I haven't seen a pelvic floor thing on there.
Oh my God, I don't know how a person can go onto that show knowing what's going to be seen.
Yes.
It was extraordinary. I mean, it was absolutely fascinating to see how that works after X amount of babies but still, it's quite a lot.
Oh, so I don't think that I would look any different, my pelvic floor instability, but when I don't have it now, but each pregnancy, I would have to go to a pregnancy physio and get it massaged.
Oh no, this is when it drops. When
Oh,
it actually drops into the vaginal area, and they have to get operated on to actually get everything back up to the where they're supposed to be, in case you want to have another child, and also if you want to not pee your pants all the time.
Yes, okay. Oh, yeah. No, I didn't. No, that's not a problem for me.
I don't know why I started that.
If it was a problem, I wouldn't say it is. But yeah, okay. So,
Anyway, speaking of, I piss myself.
yeah.
We're doing a podcast on comedy today.
We are, but I thought first, can't we talk about your interview with your friend Cheryl?
Sure, if you want to.
Well, yeah, before we get into the comedy bit,
Yeah.
I felt like it was like listening to your conversation. Like I feel like I was listening
No.
to
What? No.
What?
No.
You're saying no, we can't talk about it?
No, we've had a conversation about this already, and I decided I'm going to confront you on the podcast in a very positive. It's actually not a confrontation. It's a good thing. It's a positive thing. Is that I know that you tell me what you didn't particularly like the podcast.
I can't believe you're saying this.
No, there's a reason for this.
I had an intervention with Dan last night, and I said, "I'm sorry, Dan," and I couldn't really hold it in, but I need to say I didn't like it. Mm-hmm. I wasn't going to say that today, right now, but you're just making me.
No, because I think that's a really good thing. I'm glad you didn't, because it's the sort of interview,
I'm
the sort of
now.
topics
Yeah.
that I'm glad that you don't associate it with that, because it'd be it's not a good thing for someone to be able to, like, for someone to associate with the sort of stuff that we were talking about. It's difficult. It's a difficult topic, and if you haven't been through it, that's fantastic. And I wouldn't expect you, and I didn't expect you to be able to listen to the conversations we were having and totally associate it with it, because you don't, and that's great. So that's my response to you from yesterday, to say I'm so glad that you don't. You didn't associate with that podcast at all, because I don't want. I wish no one did.
Yes,
I
and
wish
some
no one
people,
did.
of course, do.
They do.
Yes.
They do.
I mean, obviously, there's to a point. You get yourself into situations, into, I guess, sexual situations that you would otherwise not have got yourself into. That's a definite, as a female. Mm-hmm. As Shell said. Yeah.
Well, you're placed in those. You're forced into those. You haven't asked.
You don't know they're coming until it's not too late. But
and you don't have the skills. You don't have anything. You've never been taught any of these life skills to be able to deal with that.
Yeah, that's right. But there's lots of I guess Shell. It scares me a little bit. I think that I would really like. I mean, like if I met them in person, but at the same time, I would be really quite nervous or anxious in case I did say the wrong thing. What if I say the wrong thing?
No, that's one thing I was very sure of when we did this, is that we were dealing with tough topics, and I can tell you, like, this was a very, very difficult interview for her to do. She doesn't normally talk about this sort of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Or just even talk about this stuff out loud. So it was an incredibly difficult process to go through, and I love that She'll went through that and trusted me. And that's the thing that moves me the most, is that when I went through the process of editing, and I said, okay, I've got to edit here if you want to listen to it, and She'll just said, no, I trust you. You're one of the few people I trust. That was a lovely thing to hear. And when I listened to it, I mean, I was crying listening back to our conversation, because I wish I didn't understand so much of what she was going through, but I did, and knew that there was so much more that I didn't. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does make sense.
Yeah.
That's right, because one part of me wants to know more, and I want to ask all the questions, but at the same time, you don't want to know any of the answers.
Exactly, because the people who are going to associate and understand the topics, the things she was talking about, know more than anyone else the details.
Yes. Well, I mean, but what I did find really fascinating is how Cheryl said that they were mourning some of the masks that they used to have.
Yes.
That's like before they knew that they had autism.
Yes.
That's
it was
amazing.
fascinating, and it's very different to which is why I was talking about you after that.
I know. No, that's something I'm going to talk about later.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so now I'd like to go on to my special segment, which I forgot what it was called.
Let's just play the theme
music.
song.
And we'll work it out later.
Neurodivergent Digest.
Okay, so that was great to hear that theme song. I'm so glad that we now remember what it's called. So this month coming up is World Autism Month. And there are I looked on the Amaze website, amaze.com.au, and there's a few different things that are on there just coming up for this month. I'm sure there's so many more things, but this is just a couple that popped up. The National Gallery of Victoria, that's obviously in Victoria, is having some quiet sessions for visitors who could benefit from a quieter gallery experience. I'm actually going there on the weekend with the Yellow Ladybugs because they're having a Yellow Ladybug session, which is does start at like 8:30 in the morning, which is pretty difficult, but and then goes to like 10 or something like that. But that'll be nice because that's obviously for just for the Yellow Ladybugs.
Great.
Sensory night at the Penguin Parade at Phillip Island. I thought that was pretty good. That's on the 2nd of April at 6:45.
I'm not sure getting my head around that one.
Okay, so I guess
What do they say?
There's people who will be attending that are certified sensory inclusive people or something with professionally trained staff. Hopefully that is correct, and designated quiet areas. You can borrow sensory bags equipped with noise cancelling headphones, fidget tools, and verbal cue cards.
Okay, so I get it now. So when the penguins come out, I guess the crowd would be making quite a bit of noise.
No, you're not allowed to.
Well, they do.
Do
Otherwise, why do you need noise?
I thought we all had to be quiet. That's a really good point.
No,
Why do you need them?
They're so noisy.
There's also a social story on the Penguin Parade website, which obviously tells you what to expect and prepare for before attending the night. But it's a good question. Maybe you should go there because you might be down that way.
Well, yeah, we might be down that way.
Yeah.
This is the sort of, it's not just in Melbourne, not just in Victoria, Australia. This is the sort of stuff that will be happening all over
definitely.
the world, I guess, at the moment.
Exactly.
With that month.
And then there's like a sensory-friendly movie screenings for The Bad Guys, which is also on Saturday, the 2nd of April. So that'll be quite good, I guess. That's with Village all around Australia,
That's
I believe.
so good.
So what, tell me, mister.
Tell me, mister.
What's today's, I just changing the subject. This is how my brain works. What's today's topic, Mr. Dan?
Well, I think I mentioned it before, didn't I?
Yes, you did. You ruined it. That's okay. Go. What is it
Sorry.
again? Comedy. Okay, to be honest, I'm actually pretty funny. So there's a couple of different ways I'm funny. One, I'm funny because when I first arrived here earlier, I was talking to Dan and his beautiful wife, and I said to them, I was saying, I think that we need to have an episode on sex and talk about our sex lives and our first time we had sex, and really go into detail of that. And I just loved it. You actually remained fairly quiet. You didn't say much, and your wife was quite vocal. Not in a yes. She wasn't.
I got it.
Okay. Yes. And then she was like, no.
In some ways, Jen is more autistic than we are because she takes particularly my jokes and that joke totally seriously, which always makes me wonder.
Oh, you look, traits, those things.
How the hell do you get that? How do you take that seriously?
And the other thing that makes me really funny is like when we were both writing our notes in like in our Google Doc, writing notes on this episode.
In your Google Doc, yes.
In our Google Doc. Beforehand, I was coming up with some as Dan was typing, I would change some of his words to be rude words while he was typing.
They were the rudest word.
It was a rude word, that I would never say, but I would do that, and it was I was laughing out loud, Dan. I don't normally laugh out loud. I'm not really laughing with you. I was laughing at myself because it was so funny.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah. Look. I totally agree. I know particularly that your mum thinks you're funny, and there's that. That's a good thing.
Why don't you tell me why you're so funny? Tell me how you're funny.
I am funny because I'm funny, and I don't know if I was thinking about this today. I don't know if I always show this in the podcast, but my brain spends a lot of time, almost all of the time, thinking of funny retorts, thinking of funny things to say. Because I did that back in primary school, in high school, and at work I do it. I'm always trying to be the funny guy. And I have to curb
your enthusiasm.
my enthusiasm. One of my favourite shows, which I can tick off now so we don't have to worry about that later. And I do. I'm constantly having to stop myself from coming up with little funny quips.
I feel like you're just trying to protect yourself doing that as well. Because I think you do that with
Yes.
even the thing where I said I don't like the episode. I bet you spend all night thinking about how are you going to plan that? How are you going to deal with what I'd said? And to sort of save face in our podcast that we're recording right now. I don't mean stop crying, Dan. No, I don't mean like save face like that was mortifying. But I think that you don't like criticism, and I think you find things really difficult. So you will always either find humour or a clever way to turn things around. Yeah, and you did. You've turned that around quite well. You did that really well, actually, and I'm impressed with that. How you did that. It could be bordering on gaslighting, but that's fine.
Well, okay.
So this might be something you need to speak to your psychologist about.
Well, you gaslit me by saying all of a sudden, bam, you threw it at me.
I didn't know what to do because I've been thinking about it for 2 days.
And you said it very quickly, which was difficult.
Oh, actually, look, I did ring your wife beforehand and say, this is how I feel. How is the best way to deal with it?
You know what I love? You know the best thing about all this?
What?
I haven't told her a damn thing.
I know.
I love that. And I love that.
No,
I
that's
specifically have not even mentioned it to her.
Oh, no, because I just called her to say, I feel really uncomfortable. How do I deal with this? And she said, I'm not the person to give you advice on that because I just shoot him down hard. Mm-hmm. So she said, go gentle.
I don't take offence.
Well, no, because this shouldn't be offended that I actually spoke to her about it because it was all out of a caring thing. She's not going to, and she shouldn't race up to you and tell you.
I do
she
not
should
take
wait
offence.
for me to. No.
It made me think, and that's a good thing.
This is good, like, because we're going to have things, and I will probably do really good interviews with people, and you won't really have much to say about that. But if you ever do find a criticism, well, I will find it hard to take as well.
Yes. Okay.
Wait till I do an interview with somebody by myself, and then we can just compare how many downloads
that would
we
just
get.
be like revenge. No, if I have a point to make, I'll make it.
No, that's right. No, I'm just being, I'm funny. Okay.
Now, I've got a lot of things I could talk about, but comedy has been a big part of my life. It's always been a very important part of my life. And weirdly, it's only just popped into my head now. But unfortunately, my greatest comedy icon for me as a kid was Bill Cosby.
Yes. I was thinking about the people that are not great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I knew every single line of all those things. I used to listen to it over and over and over again. I still love his.
What was that stand-up he did that was really famous?
He did a lot of them. I've got vinyl of his.
Oh, even I think being like
Noah?
18 or 17, people were all watching this one comedy show he did, a comedy act.
Oh, Fat Albert.
Was he Fat Albert?
Yeah, he was part of Fat Albert.
I didn't know that. Hey. Now you can all vote on who did a better version of Fat Albert.
I think we know the answer to that already.
Yes, and that was you. I admit defeat. Okay, so anything else you like?
Well, shall I go through the list of things that I associate with as far as comedy is concerned?
Oh, yes, but don't go into too much detail.
Well, okay, the things that I started to think about as far as comedy, things that make you laugh, things that, I suppose it makes your life...
Make you laugh?
Yeah, it makes me laugh. When I was a teenager, we loved Monty Python. We listened to all their albums and so forth. And then we started from probably age 15 through to, embarrassingly, early 20s, we would make funny little skit tapes, cassette tapes, and lots of them, where we would do little skits and have a bit of a laugh and say funny things. Even when we were trying to impress the girls, we would send tapes that we'd made of us doing ridiculous skits, and more often than not, they were weird and ridiculous. So the things like the young ones, the stuff that we were informed by, were the young ones, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Obviously Monty Python. They were the things that informed us as teenagers. And as time gone on, there's not as many of those sort of weird comedies anymore. We've got the sort of the black books. I love that kind of stuff. And then Ricky Gervais, as I know you like some of his shows, The Office going through.
No.
You do?
No, I don't like The Office.
No, you don't like The Office, but you like some of the other Ricky Gervais shows.
One.
I love, one of the funniest things I think I've ever heard, particularly in an award ceremony, was I like a drink as much as the next man, unless the next man is Mel Gibson. He's so good. He's so good at doing that sort of stuff. I love that sort of, from The Office, that sort of awkward comedy. So Curb Your Enthusiasm has that sort of awkwardness. I love the sort of subtle humours of authors like John Irving, like the...
Hold on, is this the awkwardness?
Do you know John Irving?
Wait, hold on. You told me a lot about Curb Your Enthusiasm. I watched it, and those awkwardnesses, I actually don't find those things awkward, so I don't have those feelings. It doesn't evoke any awkwardness, because I am an awkward person, and
Yes.
I love just having really awkward conversations. I put myself in awkward
Me
situations.
too. I wish I could. I wish I could be him. Most people, and I think most neurotypical people, would look at that show and go, "Oh, bloody hell! Like, figure yourself out, mate. Like, don't go there. I want to go there. I wish I could go there. I wish I could talk the way he does." And he finds such joy in that. He seems to be, to me, to be the perfect autistic person.
Right.
The person he's like our future, where we can just be as honest as we'd like.
Yeah.
You know?
why not?
And he's
Why?
never nasty. He just speaks his piece. And I love that. But I do love, like I said, the subtle sort of humours of John Irving, Word According to Garp and The Prayer for Owen Meany, those sort of the mixes of devastation and drama and comedy. I love that sort of stuff. I've always loved that. I love...
Are there any funny books?
Funny book, well, those two. Those two are books that you should read.
I actually have no idea these things that you're mentioning, except I've heard of Ricky Gervais.
Okay, you know, Word According to Garp. You should know the movie.
Water turned into Garp.
No, The World According to Garp.
Nope.
Hotel New Hampshire.
No.
Oh, I've got some work to do.
Yep. Keep going.
Okay. The funniest book I've ever read, I think, is a comedian by the name of Adam Resnick. It's just the most funniest book all the way through. I've never come across anyone so funny.
Okay.
I'll quickly read one of his quotes. The summer groaned forward like a mail truck overloaded with disturbing photographs from Denmark. Now, I don't know if that comes across as funny, but it is.
Like a mail truck overloaded
Okay.
with disturbing photos from Denmark. No, don't understand it.
I think it's a porn thing.
Porn. Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
and I know you like to go back to that because you're sexually wanting
Frustrated?
to have a sex episode. You want to have a sex episode and your wife won't let you.
Right. These are all the stuff I'm into. Like, it's so interesting that I'm not that much older than you, but you don't have any of these references.
I don't.
The Dice Man.
I don't like comedy.
But it's not necessarily, the Dice Man it's dark. Like, I love dark comedy as well. And the Dice Man is dark stuff, but it's also funny.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard the Dice Man?
No.
It was a phenomenon in like late 60s and 70s.
No.
Where you just basically control your life by the roll of a dice. You roll a dice, you give yourself 6 options. 3 are nice and 3 are awful.
Okay.
And you just got to basically follow whatever the dice tells you. It's an incredible book. Okay. Very, very funny, but also very dark.
Okay.
I like mockumentaries like Spinal Tap and Schitt's Creek and those sorts of things.
Oh, so do you like that one, Kunk on Earth?
I love that.
Kunk. Now, what's that on? That's really good. That's on TV at the moment. It's like a woman who interviews like serious sort of scientists and philosophers about history and religion and that sort of stuff. And she kind of makes, I don't know, she asks really...
The most bizarre questions.
Yeah.
I found a quote from her on Donald Trump. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. There's this amazing stuff on his head. It's not hair. It's like a furry gas. It's as if he was born with a squirrel's tail and he's brushed it over his head to pass among humans.
Yes.
That's the kind of stuff she says.
Yes. She's funny. Okay, so... Oh, hold on. Wait, alas. Do you write short stories of dark humour? Do you? I just see this here. It's popped in.
I do. I do.
Would you like to read a little excerpt from your dark humour short story that you have written? Do you need to? Can we do it in an Irish accent, please?
No, I don't think that's going to work. I did. I wrote a short story, very dark humour, about a guy who was a voyeur who broke into someone's house or into the roof, the cavity of their house, and set up cameras. Oh. Because that became a thing. Like in the 2000s, you could get these sort of cameras where you could actually view people, and I started to think of a story around that sort of person, and I love this story. And so the whole story was about setting himself up and becoming obsessed with this person. And the end of it, I really enjoyed how it ended. So I'll quickly read to you the end part of it.
Okay.
Because what happened basically was he was in the cavity roof, because one of the cameras was not working. And he was going to fix it, and then all of a sudden a possum jumped out and scratched him, attacked him, and he panicked and fell in between the cavity of two walls.
Okay.
And fell head forward down there and broke his neck and died.
Okay.
That's what happened. And then it says, the fall was enough to snap his neck when he struck the oak floor, arms spread out to his sides and still upside down, like Christ on the cross in reverse. It took another 3 weeks before he and the equipment were discovered. Complaining of the strange smell coming from the spare bedroom, Kate had followed her nose to the small air grate, common in such old houses. She got on her hands and knees and looked through the ornate patterns with a torch, only to discover Jim's grey, horrified face staring back at her. A fitting end for a voyeur, indeed. Even in death, he was spying on people. Do you like that?
Oh, sorry, that's it. Yes, I do like it. I find it interesting that you write about these sorts of things.
Do you think it's funny?
Oh, I didn't think about it.
Do you think it's funny that a voyeur would fall and break their neck and die with looking through a vent in the bottom of the floor, still watching in death?
I didn't think about that, but now I am.
Is it funny?
Is it funny? Not funny. I'm not very good with funny. I don't think it's funny. I think it's interesting. It's very difficult to make me laugh.
Okay.
Unless I'm doing the funny thing.
What makes you laugh then?
Well, I really like TV shows like Fleabag. I love things, what would you call these sorts of shows? Even like the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Have you watched that?
I've watched both of those all the way through.
Wait, I think there's a new episode of that a new season coming out. Or is there something else?
What?
Which one? Miss Maisel?
I've even got a vinyl.
Oh.
I've got a vinyl of her.
Really?
Of one of the seasons.
Oh,
yep.
I like it. Mad Men, did you watch that?
I didn't like.
Oh, I liked.
I was bored.
Oh, no. I just love all the clothes and everything. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, did you like that?
I did, but I prefer shows like Fleabag, which are a little bit more cutting edge.
Oh, Fleabag was incredible.
It was.
And I've watched it 3 times through. It's just amazing. I wrote Seinfeld down here, but I'm not really sure. I think I liked it at the time, but I just like that I've tried to get my kids to watch it and they just think it's really boring. Yeah, so I was actually asking my husband, my darling husband, about what movies I think are funny. And he says that I actually struggle a bit with movies keeping up with what's going on. Okay, so, and I just think that they shouldn't cast people in these roles that all look similar. Like, why cast 2 tall white guys with brown short hair in the one movie, and one's a killer and one's the good guy? Like, they need to all look different. Do you feel that way too?
Oh my God, I'm just started to watch a show at the moment. I love post-apocalyptic sort of shows. This one was about all the men die.
Yeah.
We don't know why, but all the men die. But there's 2 men who are still alive, and one is an actual, like, I've got to be careful what I say here. One is a biological male. He views himself as a male, and the other person is a trans male, someone who's,
transitioned to male.
But they both look so similar to each other, the same haircuts, which has confused the absolute hell out of me, because I don't know am I looking back at him when he was younger?
Yes.
And so it's taken me a few episodes to figure out, two different people. So annoying.
Wow,
They should not do that.
That is really annoying because unless you give me a really slow movie where there's lots of scenes where we're looking very closely at the detail of the person's face, but if you're just doing a normal moving movie and there's a lot of detail and a lot of things going on in it, I will not be able to tell the difference between the people. And then, husband gets annoyed that I keep asking him, which one's this one? Anyway, I actually really liked Borat. And those, even though it's like also inappropriate, lots of things in it, but
It's extreme.
what do you call this stuff that I like? That I just like when people just push the social boundaries, and I love putting people in things that they don't expect. And actually,
So that's Fleabag, that's Borat.
yes, we just call it Borat.
Borat.
Borat, isn't it?
Borat?
Anyway,
Borat.
I just like easy stuff, like even like Bridesmaids, easy laugh, like Meet the Fockers, easy.
Yeah, me too.
I really do not like comedians.
All comedians? I mean, there's a lot of different kinds of comedians out there.
None. I think they're all very. Actually, started to write. And then I forgot. It's my ADHD brain. I actually forgot to finish what I was going to say. But I don't like them because I think they're very self-centered. They think that they're amazing. Like for you must think you're pretty amazing to go and not you, and then you go and you're like, I am so funny that all these people are going to want to come and watch me.
No, that's not what comedians think.
Well, then why are they
Listen
doing
to
it?
Mark Maron. Listen to Hannah Gatsby. There's
I've seen Hannah.
so many of these. They don't feel that way whatsoever. And the comedians I love the most,
They have
do
to.
question why the hell they can go up on stage and do what they do.
But they do anyway.
And they do because they
do.
need to do it. But off stage, they're crippled with anxiety and fear and all these things. But when they get up there, something happens.
Well, they're autistic and they're just masking, isn't it?
I don't know.
I just don't know about.
Tig Notaro. Have you never listened to Tig Notaro?
No.
I would say
I've
she's
heard of that.
possibly autistic.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's extraordinary moments in comedy, and she's one of those people that there's a show you can actually go onto YouTube and listen to. Unfortunately, they didn't film it, I don't think, where it was a matter of days after she'd just been diagnosed with cancer.
Oh.
And so she changed. She had obviously she'd already prepared for the show, but then because of the diagnosis, she went on stage anyway, which was incredible, brave, or whatever you want to call it.
She needs the money.
No, it wasn't a money thing. It was a small crowd. She needed
Normality.
I think she needed to verbalise what was going on in her head. And I think maybe for some people, for comedians in particular, they need the feedback. They need that immediate feedback from a crowd. And that's what she got. And it was the most extraordinary thing to listen to, because she literally walked out on stage and said, "Hi everyone, good to see you. I have cancer." And so she went on to describe all the crap that she'd been through for herself, breakups, mother was sick. I mean, it was just the most intense but beautiful and also funny and sad. It was all those things combined, which makes, to me, a great comedian, someone who can actually put all of those things together.
Okay.
So maybe you should listen to a more variety of comedians.
Maybe I will, maybe. But I really like social experiments, or just when things go wrong, like bloopers, like autocorrect mistakes on text messages. So they give me a lot of joy. Can we just like act out a couple?
I love those.
I've written a few.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay, so
right.
I'll be the girl and you be the boy. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Thank you for such an amazing first date.
Anytime. When's the second date? I can't wait to see those big, beautiful nipples of yours. Oh no, I'm sorry, I meant dimples. My phone changed it.
So you love it too. Okay, I've got another one. I'll be the wife, you be the husband. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dead husband. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks. I assume you meant dear?
Yes. Oh, I mean, that is a crazy autocorrect. Sorry, babe. Okay, we've just got another one because I do really like them. Okay, all right. You can be the boy and I'll be the girl.
I think that last one would have been great. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to repeat what we just did, except with creepy music in the background to see how different it sounds.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dead husband. Happy birthday to you. Okay, all right, that sounds good. Do it. Experiment. All right, now ready can be the next one?
Okay, next one.
You're the boy.
Oh, can't wait to see you, babe.
It's Friday. I'm getting pregnant tonight.
Shouldn't we talk first?
OMG, I wrote Pringles and it's auto-corrected to pregnant.
I almost had a heart attack.
We should do this for a job. We're really good at this. Okay, and this is the last one. I'll be A.
Okay, right.
Are you done painting Jason's living room yet? What's the colour?
What? I just finished. It's called Period Red.
Dude, no.
Shit! It's called Persian Red. I got auto-corrected. Epic fail.
Period red. I love it. That would be such a great colour for a paint.
I love when parents do this stuff, when they just type things and I love it when they repeat the same thing over and over and over again. They can't figure out how to fix the autocorrect.
Yes, I agree. Hey, how about we do that autistic moment?
Autistic
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying it, you are.
What?
I can't bring all the words together.
Oh, well, of the actual autistic moment.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got a couple. I've decided to do an autistic. Well, you decided to do this, and I started reading things, and I thought of another one because it was such a short autistic moment. I added a second one.
Oh, we can just do one if you like.
No, the second one's good too.
Oh, we can do the second one, not the first.
No, the first one and the second one.
Okay, you do both. Go.
Okay, so my son Henry.
We weren't going to say that.
No, that's fine.
Okay, it's fine. Okay.
It's totally fine.
Okay.
He's currently doing a report on Poland, and the school have asked him to do some writing of things and pictures and all this sort of stuff. So we got a call from the teacher who was a bit sheepish in passing across this information because they weren't sure how we were going to react, and said, look, I just need to tell you that we'd asked people who were doing particular, whatever their topic was, whatever country they were talking about, to do a drawing. And so Henry had done a drawing on Poland, and his specific drawing he decided was going to be of a person, and in particular a Polish person, a Polish lady. And so he'd drawn this picture. The teacher has gone up to him to have a look at it, and she's gone, oh, well, that's lovely, Henry. That's some really lovely drawing. Can you tell me what this is?
Well, first he said, I would like to stand up in the front and explain my picture, he said to everybody.
Did he?
Yes, he did. He said he wanted to show to everybody, and she said, oh, what is it?
So he's gone up to the front of the...
He wanted to, and she first asked, what is it?
Right. And he's gone, this picture, this is a Polish lesbian with big breasts. So I'm glad that he wasn't set out to provide that information to the rest of the class then. She apparently she tried very hard not to laugh, and I think she was able to achieve that.
Yes.
But then she was very nervous telling us, but we thought it was just hilarious.
Yes, but you kind of don't want it to sound like you think it's too hilarious as well. But it's great. It's great content.
I haven't seen the picture yet. I'm quite interested
I
to
want to
see what it looks
picture.
like.
I want you to post the picture on our Facebook page. And tell me this second one. I'd like to know this one.
The second one's a diary entry from 2013 about Eloise.
Oh, your diary entry about Eloise. Okay.
Yes. Now, also on the weekend, Eloise said a real funny thing. She's discovering difference, and particularly differences between boys and girls. She kept commenting on our wedding photos and laughing because I had long hair.
Oh, and how old is she at this age? Roughly?
2013. Don't ask me to do maths.
She's about 6.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She said, Dad, you're a girl. You've long hair. And I went a little further on Sunday when we were outside in the backyard having lunch. She told me I was clearly a girl and just pretending to be a boy. I kept saying the boys can have long hair too. She wouldn't have it. I said, well, what about my beard? And she said, well, it's glued on. And I told her to try and pull it off, which, she couldn't, and she just said it was really good glue. And then she said this. She wanted to tell me that I have a fake doodle with a hole in the end, which I've glued over my fanny. And that when I wee, it goes from my fanny through the fake doodle out through the hole.
Oh.
And obviously I was laughing my head off. And thankfully Jenny was too. And I thought, how the hell do these kids come up with these sorts of things?
Yes, I like it.
Then I realised she's my daughter.
Yes. I think it's funny on the inside. I just don't laugh out loud very because I don't like funny things unless I'm saying them.
Of course.
I like it. I wish I had written down all the things.
Does your mother laugh at the things you say?
No.
You sure?
I don't think she does. We'll
Does
have
she
to get
tell
her
you
to,
you're funny?
to write in. Please, Sue, if you don't mind writing into, what's our email address? Late to the party
ASD
at gmail.com. Please write in and let us know. Do you find me funny?
You didn't hear my witty retort earlier when I said, I know your mum thinks you're funny, so there's that.
Why didn't I hear it?
You're probably thinking of the next thing you wanted to say.
Yes, that's right. I do that. I do that a lot. Well, while we're talking about the next thing I'd like to say, it's recommendation time. I thought once a week should either one of us or two of us should do a recommendation.
Oh, yes.
I have something that has, wouldn't normally say changed my world, but it's probably changed my sitting at my desk doing work world.
Mm-hmm.
You're not listening.
I am listening. I'm
okay. You're
trying to find
distracted.
something. No, go on.
So it's actually, and this is not a sponsored ad, but it's through, the Sensory Matters. We had Julie on a few months ago. Weighted shoulder wraps is what it's called, which doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like it feels to me.
Is it pork shoulders or is it
Pork?
a pork shoulder wrap?
No, it's like it goes around your shoulders, and I don't know what you mean. And so you put it on, and it's heavy, and it's like while I'm working, it's like someone is permanently behind me, just kind of hugging me and saying, "You are doing a good job."
Right.
Because it's like heavy on my shoulders. It brings my shoulders down, and it just makes me feel loved, and I feel like I'm back in the womb.
You're happy for someone to be constantly over the back of you,
Yes.
hugging you.
Yes. It's not a real person.
That's never going to happen during the podcast. I can just tell you that.
True, but it's really good. Let's do a video of and I'll put it on you. I don't know. I mean, it's different for everyone. Like, I don't really like the lap weight things, but it is like I'm getting a permanent hug without any expectations afterwards.
Yeah, we'll see.
It sounds very sexual.
Well, let me work myself above the gutter here. My recommendation is it's a continued recommendation. Remember, I recommended this book.
I can't look at you.
This book. I think it was in episode 1. I recommended a book, and I'm still reading it. I just wanted to explain. I'm still reading the same book that I recommended in episode 1.
Is it good?
It is. But I'm not at this. It's so good. It's so jam-packed full of great information. I almost wonder why I'm reading it because I'm going to forget it all.
Oh, yes. Well, I try and take notes. I get another book and I write the notes.
You can bookmark on Kindle and stuff. And I should do that because then you can generate a...
But will you ever go back? No.
No, because I've done that. I did that when I was going through that obsession with atheism and I've got so many notes that I've highlighted.
Put them on your Facebook, on your page, and then once a year it'll come back and you'll see it. That's always fun.
So there you go. A recommendation of something I still haven't finished after
good. I think
after over a year.
I think that needs like a little jingle because it's really important that we both give a little recommendation every week.
I've got a recommendations. Yeah, recommendation. That's the song.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the compliment. Is there a song for that as well, isn't there?
Yes.
Yes, okay, compliment song and go.
No.
What do you mean no?
Okay, go.
No, okay. I'm going to do the compliment, so you're off the hook. Okay, the compliment's it's not for you. It's for me.
Well,
but by you.
You're complimenting yourself.
I was listening to your podcast with Cheryl and I felt like I thought I was complimented because I never thought you thought about me outside of the podcast. Watch out. Watch out. It's a compliment from Dan. And you actually, even when we're in the podcast, you're not really thinking of me. But you actually were like, you took note and you said that I don't think you say admire, but I'm going to change the words and say that you really admire Bianca, how she really loves, and it's a positive thing. Her masks are a positive thing. Right. She doesn't want to, she loves having them because she can be a different person all the time. And I didn't realize that you felt that way. And I actually mentioned that to your darling wife, and she's like, "Yeah, no, he said that to me a few times."
Yeah,
but you haven't said it
I'm
to
still
me.
thinking about it.
But you've never said it to me.
No, because I'm still trying to make sense of it. It's a big thing. I mean, literally, the book I just talked about is literally about unmasking. The whole book is about unmasking. So it's a shift, a massive shift in how you think about what masking is about, what you do with it, how you should feel about it. And so to me, it's more impactful than you probably realise.
Okay, but so that would be a really good compliment for you to give me. That would mean a lot. And I'd be like, wow, he actually listens.
I just said that. It's been possibly since I've got the diagnosis the most impactful idea that's come across my desk.
What is? Say it.
The idea that masking is not something you should feel negative about, but it's something you should not just accept, but also embrace as something that you can actually utilise.
And I have taught you that. I've shown you that.
Yeah, I'm still trying to
work out how you can take that on yourself.
Yes.
Yeah,
because I don't think all masks are great, and it's also about being able to utilise that mask as something you can bring out of the drawer when you need it, but not have it open all the time.
But isn't it a little bit like, it's not really like it, but I'm just going to say it anyway. You know the people with, is it schizo? No, what's the one where you've got like all the different personalities? All the different people?
Yeah, multiple person.
Yeah, so those people, it's like they've obviously, some of them, most of them, have gone through a lot of trauma.
Yes.
And they pull out.
They departmentalise.
And they pull out that individual that they need at that time, and that's just what I do.
Yes. That's it. A set of drawers, and I haven't thought about it that way before, but I think that makes sense. So what I need to do as far as the masking is concerned is being able to still work on removing the masks, but they need to be accessible if I want to put them back on and not feel ashamed that I'm doing that. Whereas in Cheryl's example from the last episode, she's lost some of those masks and
she
can't find them.
Oh.
Which, again, is another fascinating aspect to autism that never occurred to me before.
No. Okay. And I think we may finish there.
We're finishing very deep.
Yeah.
We normally don't finish with deep conversation.
We can finish with a hug if you like.
We'll just throw that weighted blanket over my head.
Yeah, here you go, darling. Yeah.
Oh God, I feel like a turtle. No, take it off. No good.
Okay.
See you next week.
Next week.